Imagine walking a lonely road, a road that separates regions, but more than that, a road that separates you from everything you once knew. This was the reality for 10 men, their bodies ravaged by leprosy, their lives confined to the shadows, cast out from society. Their only companions were each other and the echoes of their own despair. They lived between worlds, belonging nowhere, their hopes as faded as the tattered rags they wore. This is where our story begins, on a dusty path between Samaria and Galilee, a place of division, but also a place where miracles were about to unfold. As Jesus traveled this very road, a sound pierced the quiet air. It wasn't just a sound, it was a desperate plea, a chorus of voices crying out from a distance. "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." It was the 10 lepers. They kept their distance, as the law required, but their cry for help bridged the gap. They had heard of this man, this teacher from Nazareth who performed wonders. Perhaps, just perhaps, he was their last and only hope. In their unified cry, we hear the universal human plea for mercy, for a second chance, for a touch of grace in a world that had offered them none. Jesus stopped, his eyes, filled with a deep and knowing compassion, met theirs across the expanse. He didn't recoil. He didn't turn away. He saw not their disease, but their suffering. He saw not outcasts, but children of God desperate for healing. And his response was simple, almost puzzlingly so. He didn't touch them. He didn't perform a grand ceremony. He simply said, "Go, show yourselves to the priests." Now, this was a command that required immense faith. The priests were the ones who would officially declare them clean and allow them back into society, but they were still afflicted. They had to act on a promise not yet fulfilled, to walk towards a future they couldn't yet see. And so, they went. Can you imagine that walk? Each step a test of faith. With every footfall, were they looking at their hands, wondering, waiting? And then, it happened. Not with a thunderclap or a flash of light, but quietly, miraculously. As they walked in obedience, a sore vanished. The rough, discolored skin began to smoothen. Strength flowed back into their weakened limbs. The fog of sickness lifted, replaced by the vibrant clarity of health. One by one, they looked at each other, their faces a mixture of disbelief, shock, and then, overwhelming, explosive joy. They were clean. The nightmare was over. They were whole again. Their minds raced ahead to the future. They could see their families, feel the embrace of a loved one, sit at a table with friends, return to their homes, their jobs, their lives. The priests were the gatekeepers to this new beginning, and with joyous shouts, 9 of them raced ahead, eager to reclaim the lives that had been stolen from them. Their focus was on the destination, on the prize of being declared clean, on the future that was now so bright. And who could blame them? After years of suffering, the promise of a normal life was an irresistible pull. But one man stopped. Amidst the celebration and the forward rush, he came to a dead halt. The feeling that overwhelmed him wasn't just relief. It was a profound, soul-shaking wave of gratitude. He looked at his clean hands, felt the strength in his legs, and his first thought wasn't of the priest, or his old life, or even himself. His first thought was of the one who had given him this gift. He was a Samaritan, an outsider, even among the other outcasts. And yet, he had received the same incredible mercy. He couldn't just walk away. He had to go back. He turned around, breaking away from the group, his heart pulling him back towards Jesus. He found Jesus, and without a moment's hesitation, he fell at his feet. The dust from the road mingled with the tears streaming down his face as he praised God, his voice loud and clear, filled with pure, unadulterated thankfulness. He wasn't just saying thank you. His entire being was an act of worship. It was a beautiful, humbling sight. Then Jesus spoke, his voice gentle but poignant, asking a question that echoes through the centuries. Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? He looked around, as if searching for the others who had received the same incredible miracle. As no one returned to give praise to God except this foreigner. The question hung in the air, highlighting a powerful truth. 10 were healed physically, but only 1 returned. Only one understood that the giver was greater than the gift itself. The other 9 received a blessing, but this man, the Samaritan, entered into a relationship. His gratitude didn't just acknowledge the healing, it acknowledged the healer. It's a sobering thought. How often do we pray for something, receive it, and then, in our excitement, forget to go back and say thank you? Then Jesus looked down at the man still at his feet and said, "Rise and go. Your faith has made you well." This is such a powerful statement. Weren't they all made well? Yes, their skin was cleansed. But Jesus' words to the Samaritan imply a deeper, more complete kind of healing. A healing of the soul. His faith, demonstrated by his act of returning in gratitude, made him whole in a way the others were not. His thankfulness completed the miracle. It wasn't just about a physical transformation, it was a spiritual one. He received not just health, but salvation. This story isn't just about a miracle that happened 2,000 years ago. It's a mirror for our own lives. We are all, in some ways, the 10 lepers. We all have things in our lives we wish were different. Things we pray to be healed from, be it sickness, loneliness, fear, or brokenness. And so often, prayers are answered. Blessings come, a new job, a reconciled relationship, a recovery from illness, a moment of peace. We receive the gift. The question is, what do we do next? Do we, like the 9, take the blessing and run, so focused on enjoying the gift that we forget the giver? Or do we choose to be the one who stops, turns back, and falls to their knees in gratitude? Gratitude is more than just good manners. It's a posture of the heart that changes everything. It shifts our focus from what we have to who gave it to us. It transforms our perspective, allowing us to see the countless miracles, big and small, that fill our days. The healing of the 10 lepers teaches us that while faith can lead to miracles, it is gratitude that leads to true wholeness. It is gratitude that brings us back into the presence of the healer, where the deepest restoration is found. So today, let's ask ourselves, which one am I? Am I running toward my prize, or am I running back to give thanks? The choice is ours. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this powerful story. If it resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Your support means the world. Take care, and remember to look for reasons to be grateful.